episode 3.
Yay!
Yay. I mean, yeah, this is we're like on a roll. We're 結構続いてね。Only 3 times.
まあ、only 3 times. Still まだ3 times で。
But yeah, so this is yeah, I mean, yeah, some people might quit sooner. Yeah, I don't plan on quitting. But yeah, this is K&T. My name is Roger, and
ななこです。
yeah, we work here at KNT365. Yeah, at the moment we just make bags and some clothing items, some accessory items. Also, we have like an upcycle line.
Yes.
Recently, yeah. So knitted items, and this is our podcast where we talk about our experiences at work and yeah, just what the things that go on here. Yeah, so today, the past few episodes, we've talked about a lot of different things, right?
はい。
Yeah.
そうですね。
Yeah.
いろんなことについて話しましたね。
Yeah. So maybe today we can keep it like kind of focused on one thing, and we'll see how it goes.
はい。
But today, we're kind of going to talk about like our inspirations. So in the past episode, we kind of talked about like our roles here, and we don't really have a specific role at the moment, right? How many of us are here at the home office? How many of us?
4。
4 of
4人。
us. Yeah.
本社は4人で。
Yeah. So like we have to do a whole bunch of stuff, which yeah.
大
But
阪は、はい。
go ahead.
大阪は、まあでも、最近はアルバイトに来てくれてる人もいて、常時10人ぐらいはいるのかな。大阪の方が今人多いですよ。
Oh, I didn't even know that. I haven't been there in a while.
うん、確かに。来月行けるといいですね、ロジャーさん。
Yeah, I would like to. Hopefully, my wife can give me some time off. But yeah, so today I kind of want to talk about inspiration and stuff. Last time we talked a little bit about Ghibli movies. I know.
あ、その前に、Can I?
That's right.
はい、introduce.
We're drinking tea, and yeah, you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
今日もいただき物の、これは煎茶。有機緑茶。いただいた煎茶イズムさん、ブランドは煎茶イズムさんの、スプリングバイブスっていうのを今日は飲んでます。だいぶ涼しくなりましたね。でも今日暑くて、まだエアコンつけた。
I know.
もう10月なのに。
Yeah.
そう。なんですけど、まあ、季節は変わりつつあります。で、これのなんかメッセージは、このお茶を飲むと、冬から春へ季節が移る頃を思い出し、背筋がピンと伸びて晴れやかな気持ちになります。だそうです。まあ、夏から秋へと変わるので、なんかそんな季節の変わり目を思わせる、なんていうんですかね、香りを感じれたらいいなって思いました。まだ飲んでないんですけどね。そう。独特な甘みとストレートな味わいがさらに有機栽培によって引き出されているそうです。ということで、乾杯。
Cheers.
Cheers. あ、そんなに出してないけど結構味が濃いですね。
Yeah. I don't know, at first it didn't really have a strong taste, but it comes after.
確かに。
Yeah.
後味っていうんですかね。
Aftertaste, yeah, そのままか。Aftertaste.
確かに。後味。
Yeah. Aftertaste, really. That's how, yeah. But
確かに。なんか、この体内で香りがすごい開いた感じがする。
it's I think you said it, but like it has some like citrus So it says like they have like the way that it's grown and processed, like this tea, which this tea is called
Kanaya Midori.
And like it's a cultivar. So actually like it's in English it says cultivar. It says like
Cultivar?
Yeah, cultivar. But in Japanese it says hinshu.
Hinshu.
Cultivar. So like actually I didn't know what this meant when I was reading about Sinchaism, and like I guess it's like kind of hybrid from other, not hybrid, but like they specifically make this kind of like plant, the tea plant. Yeah, so like they change like something about the
配合してるってこと？配合？
配合。
わかんない。
They changed like about the plant to make it have like a certain flavor.
I see.
So like they grow it. I don't know what they do actually in this case, but it could be like they grow like they pick like certain plants and breed them to make like a new one to like have a certain taste or something. But this one says it has a little bit of like citrus. So like citrus is like orange or,
citrus, ne?
Yeah. Right. And it says it's like similar to Japanese tangerines. Mikan.
Mikan.
Yeah. So I definitely feel that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
did you feel that?
Yeah.
ロシアさん柑橘類感じれた？後味？
Maybe just 思い込み。
ちょっといや違うもう一回飲んでみる。
I mean, yeah, 言われてみれば。
まあ確かに言われてみればそうかも。確かに。
So, but I don't. Yeah, it's a good like drink that I don't know has like. I told you like before we started I wasn't feeling very calm today, and like not in a bad way, just like I had a lot of energy, but it's kind of coming down with this.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing.
It says it's supposed to make you feel cheerful. So but yeah, pretty good one I think. Do you see like the chart about that? Yeah, it has like that. This one. Like a house.
ここにもあります。
Yeah. They have like a chart that tells you about the flavor. Yeah, so.
うまみ、アロマって書いてあるけど、日本語訳は香り、ビターネス、苦味、スイートネス、甘味と甘味、甘い味。甘みいや甘味、
Okay.
いや甘味、甘味どこっていうか言うんですよ。甘いなんか甘いお菓子とかデザート食べれる場所、和菓子屋さんみたいな。甘味どころ、甘味どこ
I didn't know that.
渋み、
This one
I can't.
It says astringency. I think that's right. But I mean, honestly, because like when I was reading about it, I had to look this up as well because I don't know what that is. And
渋み。
Yeah, like some people say it's not a flavor. Yeah, when I was like looking it up, but like it's not exactly the opposite of bitter, but kind of like that. I don't know, maybe there's somebody who knows about tea that can explain it. Maybe like we can ask Oscar. Very cool. But
確かに。
yeah, we chose this tea today, and
Spring Bites.
yeah, it's from Shizuoka.
Yeah, tea is from Shizuoka,
Yes.
but company located in Kanagawa Prefecture.
Oh, okay.
みたいな。
Yeah. But the tea is from Shizuoka. Yeah, I think they had other ones from Shizuoka too. But
静岡ってお茶が有名なんですよ。
oh, really?
茶畑がいっぱいある。
Oh, the tea. Okay. I didn't know that, but now I know. Cool.
なんかブランドみたいな。
Yeah, I mean they have like pretty cool branding, like this,
す
like
ごい
their packaging and stuff. It's yeah.
ネーミングもそうだし、なんか説明も英語と日本語でどっちも書いてあって。
Right. I think if I read correctly, the I don't know, owner or the person who runs this, Oscar Breckel, he's from,
Where?
sorry if this is wrong. I think I read like Sweden or somewhere in Europe. He's from, yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty cool that he got into this.
素敵なお茶屋さん。
Yeah. I definitely, like, after the 2 times we've drank Sinchasm tea, I almost thought about ordering some different one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From
So,
Centurism?
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They have like one, maybe we can order, but like, it's called In Bloom.
In Bloom.
Yeah. And then, like, the reason why it caught my eye is because there's a Nirvana song, In Bloom.
歌
Yeah.
誰のですか
Nirvana.
ニルヴァーナ Okay.
Yeah. In Bloom. So
Oh, that's why you choose.
that's why
chose that.
Yeah. I mean, it just like stuck out to me, and like, it obviously it has to do with plants. The actual word, like in bloom, but that's what it caught my eye.
好きなんじゃないですかニルヴァーナ。
I mean, Nirvana is pretty.
わかんないけど、でも好きだといいですね。
Yeah. So maybe.
I hope so.
So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, talking about music. We're gonna talk about like what inspires us. So like this it could be like about what inspires our design or the way that we choose, I don't know, like the layouts for our pop-ups or anything, like even the way that we like work together or stuff like that. But for me, I'm really inspired by music. But
Yay.
But last time, before we get onto that, I hope I didn't make anybody mad. I said Totoro's.
トトロの結末が面白くないって言いました。
So, but after that, I went and watched Howl's Moving Castle.
どうでした
Yeah, I liked it. There's like some messages and stuff that I think are more well received by an adult audience. It's like not only for kids.
ちょっと内容難しいですよね。
Yeah. So I mean, even some things I don't completely understand it yet, and I'm thinking about watching again, so I can like.
日本語で見たんですか
Yeah, no, English. No. Sorry, Japanese.
日本語で英語字幕
日本語で日本語字幕。
日本語で日本語字幕。
Yeah. Sometimes there's some things that I can't 聞き取れない。So like I usually watch with Japanese.
すごい。
Japanese subtitles, but
ロジャーさんもう、ね、日本語
No. It's but like I still So I watched Howl's. Last time you said like you thought like K&Tea is the castle.
KNT は、もしジブリでって言いましたっけジブリで
Yeah. So like if K&T was a Ghibli movie or like a Ghibli character or something like that, what do you think would
って言
be?
ったら私がハウルの動く城だと思って言いました、どうでしたそう
I mean, I honestly I forgot like your reasoning for, like why you said that, like, but I think like the
ちょっと前回のエピソードちゃんと聞いてください
I'm still editing, but yeah, I think like the movie in general is pretty interesting. One of the things that like I noticed, kind of like the main character, Sophia.
Sophia.
Yeah, Sophie. in like almost every scene, she looks different.
確かにそうですね。
Like she's changed. Like the age that she looks different, and like
髪色も違うし。
yeah. And I didn't really understand like why does she look different, or is it like something about the animation? Like they just like the way they drew it. Maybe they like just made a mistake or something.
それはない。
Sometimes like it's just like really small differences. So I was like, oh, like is that right or something like that? But I didn't really understand like why until like the end of the movie.
Okay.
So
でもそういう視点で見たことなかったかもしれない。
I mean, yeah.
もう一回ちょっとちゃんと見ます。
I think like one thing that you can say for certain, like if you're watching the movie, is that especially in the first like scene, she doesn't want to go to like some party or something like that with her sisters. And she wants to stay and just like make hats because her family owns like a hat shop or something. And then she sees the witch. In English, it's Witch of the Waste.
荒地の魔女?
Yeah. Witch of the Waste in English. Yeah, I don't know why. But she meets her and then she gets turned into an old lady. So like her personality, it means like she's an old lady. Yeah. Like because she doesn't want to go out and like she just kind of like given up. Yeah. And even like when she goes to House Castle, she's just like, okay, I'll clean. And like nobody told her to clean, right? So yeah. But why, could you give me the reason why you think like K&T is the castle again? I forgot why.
Okay. まあその今のソフィーの話聞いてもなんかソフィーのディテールは忘れてたんですけど、確かにそう言われると、なんかまあ落ち着いてるというかキャピキャピしてないし、ピンポン入ったなんかその辺もなんか KNT ってなんていうんですかね、結構若い人もたくさん、学生さんもたくさん使ってくれてるし、けど、でも年齢層幅広くて、本当になんかうちのおばあちゃんも使ってくれてるし、なんかそうやって考えると、なんか、なんていうんですかね、こう、まあ、キャピキャピしてるようには見えなくないですかね。わかんないけど。
I think it does. I mean, like, if you just came into like one of our pop-ups or something, you'd probably be like, the first thing you notice is like how colorful all the bags are and stuff. And like even in the house, like I think the first like impression of Sophie is like she's really young and her voice is like she just seems like happy and cheerful and like not particularly like if you only look at her like appearance, she doesn't look like an old woman, even though like that's what her personality is. And like even in the like one of the first scenes, like she goes out of her house or whatever, and like some like soldiers or something, because they're like in a war, right?
はい、そうです。
Like cat call.
Cat call?
Cat call.
I don't know.
It's like nampa. Yeah. So like, I mean,
そうやって言うんだ。
yeah, it's not really a good thing, but but they like come like and try to approach her and like talk to her and stuff. So it's like she obviously appears young and stuff. And I think with our like products,
なんか
I think it appears
芯がありますよね。なんかその目的とかこう強い意志があってソフィーも生きてたし、でもケンティもなんかその意味ないことしたくないし、ただ可愛いとかじゃなくて、でも可愛いものは好き。それはソフィーに例えると、なんかそういう時にちょっと若い彼女が出てくるみたいなのと近いかもしれない。
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
あとは、なんかお城が動いていくわけじゃないですか。なんかそれもケンティってなんかこうすごいちっちゃいまだ会社だからみんなが力を合わせないといけなくて、でそれでこうなんか家族みたいな感じで、なんか 進んでいってるような気がしますよね。なんかそれがちょっっと重なるかなって思いました。って言ったはずです。
That makes sense.
あとそう、ハウルはこうなんか戦ってるじゃないですか。だからそういうのもなんか。
Right, and like
okay.
he was like, I don't know, like appointed by some king that of the country that they live in to like fight in the war because they're in a war, and like he doesn't really want to fight, right? So like I don't know. I guess you can also point to K&T, like there's like things that we have to like fight for, like especially in the industry that we're in, to be in the like fashion and like apparel industry where everything is like getting like companies are just trying to make as much products as possible so that they can like sell, and then whatever doesn't sell they just like throw it away or like put it on sale or whatever. So like for us to have the stance that we do and like go into the industry, I think it's also like kind of like war. Like we want to, like, of course we want to, like we want our products to sell well, but also like we don't want to contribute to all the bad things that the fashion industry is doing. So it's like we kind of have to find the balance, and like it's definitely not an easy thing, and like we probably like some things that we think could be wrong, and like we just have to like figure out how to get better. So yeah.
そうですね。なんかみんなもともとそのアパレルにいた人とかじゃないから、まあ普通とかそのなんか普通その今のアパレルの中で起こってる普通の事柄が結構私たちにとっては普通じゃなかったりするから、なんかそれはまあ逆にいい部分だなってなんか思ってて、その、まあ、無駄なことは無駄って思えるし、こっちの方が効率いいじゃんって思えることは、それが今のアパレルの中では当たり前のことだったとしても、なんかまあそれを当たり前にやらなきゃいけないことだとは思ってないから、一回疑問は持てる。それは結構ロジャーさんもそうだし、私もそうだけど、もともとまあアパレルにいたわけじゃなくて、かつまあ意思があるから、たまたまこうK&Tに出会って、今のことがやれてるけど、だからこそできることってあると思うんですよね。
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of also like tying back to Sophie, but like in that world there's like witches and like people who can do magic, and like Sophie is presented as somebody who can't do magic, right? Like she doesn't have magic powers, right? And like I guess with our coming from like taking from our like making an example of us, that you could say like we didn't come from the fashion industry, and like we don't have all like the skills and abilities that everyone else in the world has in our world, right? Just like how Sophie doesn't have those powers, but like there's the fire,
Calcifer.
yeah. And like if you don't know, like inside the castle, what's making the castle move is this like magic fire demon kind of thing, and like the main character Hao has like captured him and like created like a contract with him to like move his castle around. So it's like a castle that moves around, and in the house there's also a boy, Marco, who when Sophie gets in the house, she like is talking to Calcifer, the fire, and then like at one point Marco's like, oh, whatever you tell him, it doesn't matter because he won't listen. He only listens to Hao. Like Calcifer is not going to listen to what you say. It's like when they're making breakfast. So and then Sophie manages to do something to let Calcifer be her like flame to cook. So like even though she doesn't have magic powers, she was able to do something to at the same like that had the same outcome as somebody who does have magical powers. And I think like us too. Like we didn't come from the fashion school or something like that, but like yeah, we're trying to match everyone else who has that background. So I think that's another good example of how we're like housed. But on like a personal level, what do you like about Howl's Moving Castle? Because you had mentioned it's your favorite Ghibli movie. So
なんでかなんでだろう。めっちゃお気に入りですけど、なんでかというと
Wait, can I rephrase the question so like we have it? But what's your favorite Ghibli movie?
ハウル。ハウルの動く城とトトロなんですけどなんでかっていうと、もうハウルの動く城、まあそのなんかすごいディテールが詰まってるじゃないですか。それもすごい好きだし、で私も多分一回子供の頃見た時に怖いと思ってずっと見てなかったんですよ。そう子供って怖いの嫌だから。未だになんか怖そうで見たことないやつとかあるんですけど、だけど見てみたらなんか、ただ怖いだけじゃなくて、まあそのハウルにしてもソフィーにしてもなんか戦ってる姿というか、まあそれはその戦争だけとかじゃなくて、そのソフィーがまあなんか生きにくい社会の中で自分なりにこう生きてる姿とかも良かったのかもしれない。で、そのなんか多分なんですけど、私もどっちかというとめっちゃパーティー行ったりとかしたいタイプではまあないし、なんかそういうソフィーの姿が結構なんか共感できたなと思うんですよね。でも野望はっていうか芯があってっていう姿に憧れたんだと思います。
I see. So basically it was for you saw something in the main character, Sophie, that you saw in yourself and you found it relatable. So yeah.
ですね。で、まあそのめっちゃハウルが戦って弱っているし、最初はなんかうまくいかないんだけど、だんだんこう信頼し合っていくじゃないですか。ああいう感じも良かった。
Yeah, I think like it's not presented as this, but like it's definitely like a story of love, and I guess yeah, I don't want to like ruin it for people who haven't seen, but like I think finding not only love but like yourself, like learning how to love yourself, and they both have to like figure out how to do that, and like you can see how they change throughout the movie. So like Sophie's like an old woman, and like every time she starts to like like find something about herself, she starts to turn younger, and like because she's cursed by the witch of the West to be an old lady, and like every time she like finds something out about herself, or like not that she's like specifically searching, but like she's just like doing something to bring her real self out. Does that make sense? So like this is going into the story, but like she goes to like the castle, right, and to see the king or something, and she says she's Howl's mom. Do you remember that?
あれお母さんでしたっけ?
I mean, no, it's like Sophie says she is Howl's mom.
って言いました。
で嘘で then she goes to the castle and she's talking to like Sariman.
はい。
Yeah. And she says she's Howl's mom, and then like when Sariman like starts saying bad things about Howl, she's like Sophie starts to defend him, and like and then she starts to turn young again. So like when she really has like a really, I don't know really how to explain it, but like some specific interest or something where she's just not giving up. Like you could say like in the beginning she's kind of given up on her life. She's just like, oh, I'm just gonna make hats. I don't really need to go out to a party or anything. So like when she does find like some purpose or something, and in that case it's like how
なんか スーパーサイヤ人みたいな。わかりますドラゴンボールみたいな。
Yeah.
力がすごい出てきたときに。
Yeah. She starts to turn young again. And it's kind of like that. So like just a real like genuine like power or something like she finds in herself, she starts to turn young again. I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, I mean,
これネタバレしてますジブリの。大丈夫
I mean, we didn't say how it ends.
あ、そうか。
So, yeah.
だそれなら大丈夫。OK です。
But yeah, I didn't know this also, but I guess it's a book.
え
Yeah. Written, I forgot by the name of the author, but it's a book, and Ghibli used the book to make the movie. So actually,
あ、そうなんだ。
yeah.
知らなかったです。
Yeah.
読んでみたい。
It's a little bit different, I heard, because I was looking up. Yeah.
どっちが面白いんだ。まあ人によるかそれは。
I mean, like, I heard like the book is totally different. I mean, it's usually the case with books and movies, but like,
違いますよね。
there's in the book, I forget something. There's something that's like totally different. Like it doesn't even happen in the book. Like something that happened in the movie doesn't even happen in the book at all.
じゃあ
But like when I was reading about it, what is his name? Miyazaki?
早尾
Yeah. He was like really wanted to make a anti-war movie. Because this movie came out like 2003 or something like that during the like war in Afghanistan with like the United States went to war in the Middle East, and he wanted to make like anti-war movie. So he put a lot of that kind of message in the
め
movie.
っちゃ深いですよね。
So like, yeah, I just had read about it. So, but yeah, it's a pretty good movie, I think. Definitely like on par with like Sen to Chihiro, Spirited Away, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
私が好きになる映画は結構家具とか
家具 Oh, okay.
インテリア とか、服、とかそういうなんか描写が好みなやつも結構多いです。あと音楽
For sure.
がいい。サントラとかめっちゃ聞くタイプです。
I want to talk about a different movie, but one thing about
Okay.
Ghibli is like I know there's like Ghibli stores here. Like I forget what it's called.
どんぐり王国
Yeah. In like for example, Ikebukuro Sunshine, there's that store. But there's also a Ghibli store in Miyashita Park. Yeah.
そうなん
And
で
it's
す
like
か
it's like way
知らな
different.
かった
It's not for like kids. There's not really like any like stuffed animals, nuigurumi とかなくて it's like records. Like Ghibli
知ら
soundtrack
なかった
record and like other like different goods that are like more novelty. もうちょっと渋い。
渋い
Yeah, so like
宮下パークに
Yeah,
知らなかった。行ってみたい。
yeah. So like they have like all the soundtracks for the Ghibli movies on record. You should
落ち着きますよ。
but
そ
you
う
should
なん
check
だ。
it out. I forgot what it's
知らなかっ
called. But yeah,
たそれポップアップですか？
ポップアップじゃなくて
普通にお客さんみたいな話してる。
I mean like they have like skateboards, like Ghibli.
上？スケートボード？
No, they have in this Ghibli store.
ジブリの
Ghibli no skate.
ボード？
Yeah.
知らない。見たことないです。すごい。
Yeah, a lot of the items are actually about like in English it's like Porco Rosso. It's a pig movie. 西の豚っていうのかな。
なんだろう。
ジブリ。
西の豚？
西
の豚？
みたいな。
あ、紅の豚。紅の豚。
Okay.
漢字似てるけど、
Okay.
紅の豚です。
Okay. In English it's called like Porco.
ポルコ？
Porco.
ポルコ？
Porco Rosso みたいな。
名前なんだもん。
Yeah,
そう。
maybe. But yeah, there's a lot of those items, so I'm not sure if it's like Porco's like
結構人気紅の
yeah.
豚。
Oh really? I didn't know that. I haven't watched it
じゃ
yet.
忘れたけど内容すっかり。
I haven't watched it yet, but it's definitely on my list. But I also wanted to talk about another movie that when you were talking about like some movies that you like how their world, you like the world building. And like one movie recently, honestly, I can't remember the name.
We
talked about it before, like a couple.
一緒に見てないけど Poor Things.
Poor Things, yeah. Poor Things was a pretty interesting movie too, especially the world building, like you said. Yeah.
いや、あれは最高だった、し、音楽も私は結構好きだった、サントラ。そう。衣装も良かったし。で、そう。なんか多分、主人公の人が、こう成長していくとか、主人公の人の感情がすごいこう移り変わっていくのが好きなんだと思うんですよ。その映画もめっちゃこう、だんだん。
I mean, in that movie, yeah, like, she's basically in the beginning, she's a baby. Yeah. And then she like, since she's like, I forget exactly, but she just grows up really fast.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can see her whole life in like a really short amount of time. So, and she definitely changes a lot. But I think I definitely enjoy world building for whatever type of media it is. But specifically for Poor Things, what I liked about it was actually the like social commentary, like the social problems that they're talking about is definitely probably what like settles the score for me. So like the world building for sure brings me in, like it caught my interest, like specifically like the way she's moving and like the whole like house that she lives in. It's like ran by this like Frankenstein type person. But yeah, that stuff like definitely is what catches my interest. But then like the social commentary is probably what like helped me decide if this is good or not. So yeah, I think that was also a good movie.
なんか自分が知らない間に、そういうこうなんか世間体みたいなのに染まってるんだみたいな、なんか一般論みたいなのにこうなんか傾いちゃってるんだなっていうのがよく分かった。あ、これって当たり前じゃないんだみたいなのにめっちゃ気づかされる映画でした。
Yeah. Definitely like, and this could even be like me just thinking too much, but like there's definitely sometimes where I feel like I found like a different meaning in the like whole theme of the whatever book or movie or whatever it may be. But yeah, I definitely like look for that. Yeah, so that was a good movie. Have you watched any other movies recently?
Recently は見たんですけど、見ましたよ。ニコール・キッドマンが出てる映画だったんですけど、なんだっけな、だいぶ忘れちゃった。ちょっと調べてくればよかった。なんかザック・エフロンが出てる、ザック・エフロンとニコール・キッドマンが出てるやつなんですけど、もうザック・エフロン大好きでディズニーチャンネルの時から、ハイスクールミュージカルとか絶対みんな好き、結構世代じゃないですか。
Yeah.
絶対見たことある。
I mean, yeah. I watched it like elementary school.
Elementary school?
Yeah.
Really? そんな前でしたっけ?
I think so.
Okay.
But
めっちゃ好きでした、ザック・エフロン。
Yeah, I remember like, I think I was 6th grade.
6年生
When High School Musical 2 came out, maybe. And like, I remember everyone the next day is like, oh, did you watch High School Musical? So like, yeah, it was definitely pretty big. Even like when I was in high school, like me and my friends would like just like play around by singing the songs, like to be funny and stuff. But those songs are good, to be honest.
そう思います。めっちゃキャッチーですよね。
Yeah.
だって今でも覚えてるし、英語喋れないけど口ずさめるぐらいめっちゃ好きだったし、めっちゃ見たしっていう、ザック・エフロンが出てる映画。ニコール・キッドマン。
The one, it's called A Family Affair.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
それ。
I haven't watched this in time.
面白かったですよ。めっちゃ面白かったです。
Okay.
個人的には。
It's on Netflix.
Yes.
Came out this year.
Yes.
Oh,
New one.
okay.
そうまあ平たく言うとニコール・キットマンとザック・エフロンが恋に落ちる映画なんですけど、なんか、まあ、それぞれが、まあ、抱えてる、そのなんていうんですかね、こう誰にも話せない自分の内に秘めてるものとかをこうすり合わせてというか、こうなんかだんだん距離が縮まっていくんですけど、そこに娘もいるんですよ、ニコール・キットマンの。でしかもこの娘はザック・エフロンがハリウッドスターっていう、設定で、でその娘はマネージャーなんですよ、ザック・エフロンの。そうでお母さんのニコール・キットマンは小説家だったかな、編集とかなんかそういう、まあ、物書きの仕事を、まあ、やってたりとかして、でもそう旦那さんが亡くなっちゃって、病気だったか事故だったか忘れちゃったんですけど、まあそういう感じだから2人で生きてたんだけど、そこにある日突然自分の上司とお母さんが恋に落ちるんですよ。
I see.
そうっていう感じ。そうだからみんなそれぞれの感情って、多分見てたらみんな応援したくなると思うんだけど、誰が悪いとかじゃないんですよ。そう誰が悪いとかじゃなくて、なんかもうなんかうまくいかないみたいな。
I see.
そういうこと。なんかだけどぶつかり合って、なんか解決していくんですけど、でもすごいいい映画だった。
I'll have to take a look on Netflix. Yeah.
面白かったです。
Yeah.
結構あっという間に見終わった。
Okay.
おすすめ。
When you like watch a movie or listen to music or whatever it could be, like how does that show up in your work?
いい質問ですね。まあそうですね。なんか色とか、まあ衣装とかもそうなんですけども、衣装とかは韓国のドラマとかだとすごいトレンディーなものがこうめっちゃ目立ってくるんですけど、なんかそうじゃない時もあるんですよね。その普通に欧米の映画とかだと時代の設定もあるし、です。意味わかりますか？そうだから、まあ、逆に言うと韓国のそのドラマとか見てめっちゃ新しいの見ないと結構あれですけど、ドラマ見てこういう色の組み合わせとか可愛いんだとか、こういうなんか場所にこういうものを持ってきたら可愛いんだとかはすごい勉強。なんか形とか、
For sure.
なんて言ったらいいのかな。例えば、真っ白い机の上に、なんかなんだろうな、真っ白じゃないね。だから例えばちょっとグリーンのテーブルクロスが引いてある上にピンクのポットとかあったら、この色合いってめっちゃ可愛いなとか、そういうのとか、そうですね、色のこう重なり合い方とかはめっちゃ参考になります。だからそれで言うとあんまりトレンディーな感覚で見てはない。わかりますか？どっちかっていうとトータルの世界観で自分の好み、好きかどうかっていうことが大事だし、まあ、KNT 的にもなんかその流行り物をめっちゃやるとかそういうブランドじゃないじゃないですか。長く使ってほしいし、そのなんて言うんだろうな、2024年のこれ SS コレクションです、来年これ使うともうダサいですとか、そういうのでは全くない。今でもブランドが始まった時からあるクロスベージュとかラブピーベージュブラックとかもずっと残ってるし、フェイスとかもめっちゃもうロングセラーだし、なのでそうですね、そういうところから長くなった。
But yeah, no, I think it's definitely good that you are aware of like how you're using certain like aspects of whatever you're inspired by, for sure. So one thing that I also like, for example, you're talking about like the color combinations and stuff like that. So one thing that like 逆っていうと like sometimes I see like a color combination and like I am like awed by it, or like I think that's a good combination, but when it comes to like putting it into like a product design that we have, it's hard for me to, I don't know how to explain this, but like I think some colors look good because of the way that they're presented. So like, for example, you said like a green tablecloth and then on top is like a pink pot or something like that. And like for me, I have to decide, is the color good or is the like thing that the colors are good? Does that make sense? So like I have to decide. Like there's a green tablecloth and pink like pot or whatever. So my first like reaction is like, oh, the colors are good. But when I think about it more, I have to decide if the way that the colors are presented only look good because of the things that they are.
そうなんですよ。
Yeah.
それはめっちゃ難しいとこ
For
ろ。
sure. So like, for example, like if I saw that combination and then like, okay, let me make a design with that color. It's not that easy,
いや
right?
だってそれが可愛いと思って、例えばストライプとか水玉にしても、なんか違うってなるから、それが難しいんですよ。
So
そう。
I think, yeah, but one thing that I'm really interested in, I don't know, interested, but like something that inspires me probably the most is music. So
ミュージックでまあそうか。だから多分私は色とかテクスチャーでこうなんか想像して、これってキラキラの形だから例えばなんかなんて言ったらいいのかな、難しいんですけど、柔らかい感じのこの色合いだったら柔らかい感じのデザインだなとか、多分色で入ってるんですよ。この色使いたいからデザインこういうデザインにしようとか、ちょっとこうなんだろうな、レトロなデザインにしようとか、ちょっと韓国っぽいデザインにしようとか多分考えるんですけど、ロジャーさんの場合は違う、逆。
I think so. Like for example, with music, it's not visual, right? You're only listening
それ
to
が
music.
気になります。
So I don't know how to explain this super well.
それってジャケ写とか見て、
I mean, definitely there's times where I'm inspired by the like album artwork for sure. And like this is kind of the same thing, but like the first album I remember buying when I was a kid.
ハイスクールミュージカル？
No. I was even younger. I think like maybe 6 or 7 years old.
何だったんですか？
So like, so you probably don't know, but it's a band. Some people might know. It's called Limp Bizkit.
リンプビスケット。
Yeah, it's like kind of rap metal, or something like
ラップ
that.
メタル。
So in
子
the,
供の時にかっこいい。
yeah, in the album was called like Chocolate Starfish in Hot Dog Water or Hot Dog Flavored Water or something like that.
かわいい。
And like,
Okay, so
I chose, the only reason I chose it is because I like the album artwork.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can show you what it looks like.
Okay.
Um,
気になる。
So actually it looks like this.
Oh my god.
So yeah, this is,
想像と全然違った。
so this is the first.
チョコレートステーションで。全然違ったよ。そうしてるのと。
I don't even know why my mom like let me buy this, to be honest. I was literally like, 7, maybe first grade. And I bought this. So
今はどうですかこれ？
I mean,
今も。
yeah, I don't listen to it like regularly, but I definitely still like the album artwork, and like the songs for me are just like really nostalgic for like, so it takes me back to like first grade or something. So
なんでそのアートワークでチョコレートとか入れたんだろう？
honestly, I have no idea. So I don't know what like chocolate starfish is actually referring to, but like hot dog flavored water. So like in America, like one way to cook a hot dog, like it's not to like fry on a grill or something, it's to boil.
うちのおばあちゃんも茹でてた。
Oh, really? And have you ever drank the water after?
No, never.
It's gross, right? Yeah, it doesn't taste good. So I think like it's kind of like creepy or like kind of grotesque like type of like flavor, and that's like I think part of the album artwork. But what was I talking about? What was I talking? Oh, like yeah. So like how does like music inspire me? So like I don't know how to explain this, but like when I'm listening to music, I like just like imagine things in my head, like some type of scene or something like that. So it could be like just the overall like musical arrangement, so like just the music by itself, or it could also be the lyrics. But like when I'm listening, there'll be times when I'm just like imagine like something. It's really hard to explain. It's like I know like some people, like really like gifted people or something, like those genius people, they like when they hear a sound they can see a color. Yeah, it's not like that for me. I'm not at all. No. Yeah, but what I just like I don't know, like I can see a scene or something in my head. So like, and like for example, I just like draw that. Like I try to remember what I saw and like draw that or something. But yeah, definitely like I don't really know how to explain that, but it was really well. But yeah, so absolutely like the changing like the music I'm listening to when I'm working on like a design or any type of like creative thing, it definitely changes the way that I like work. I can't really give you a specific example. But
じゃあ例えばロジャーさんに、ちょっとこういうデザインしてほしいですって言うときは、じゃあ例えばですけど、ちょっと悲しげというか、なんだろうな、ちょっとノスタルジックな感じで、ちょっとでもこうなんか悲しげで、っていうデザインを考えてほしいな、レディオヘッドみたいなって言ったらやりやすい。
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, so first of all, like the way that I think I work, it's like if you say like, okay, I need this kind of design, I can't just like go, okay, like let me do this and like, okay, and start doing it. I have to think for like a long time. Like a really long time. Like, so I'll just like probably do nothing. So I'll just like sit and think and then I'll get an idea. And I don't even have to be like really thinking and doing nothing. I could just like go outside and like do whatever I'm doing, and like something will like, I don't know, just come. So like before, I think I told you about this book, but there's a book by Rick Rubin, who's like a really influential like music producer. And in his book, he talks about like creative ideas. And like he says like basically ideas have their own like, I don't know, like their own like basically ideas are like spirits or something like that. Like they exist by themselves, and it's like, I don't know. So like basically in here there's like all these ideas, and like when anybody can get this idea, it can come to you. You just have to be like willing to accept it or something. So yeah, it's really hard to explain unless you read the book. But yeah, so like you have to like get some type of like make an environment for you to get ideas. So like I think that's also probably in relation to music. So like if I put this type of music on, then I can get this kind of idea. But
OK、 分かった。じゃあちょっと今度からそれやってみ、私それやったことなかったけどやってみます。
OK。
だからまあこういうデザイン雰囲気の例えばデザイン作ってほしいですって言って、自分の中で ハリー・スタイルズのこの曲な感じだと思うんですけどって言って、共有して、で、ってなったら、ある程度イメージしてるものは、どうですかね。感じ方人それぞれ違いますよね。
I think also one thing, and this is like, it's hard to separate like the business from like design and like actual creativity, but it's hard, at least for me, it's hard to like make a goal to make a certain design. Does that make sense? So like sitting down is like, I want to make this kind of design. Like it's actually, I can't really make that kind of design. I only can make the designs or something from the ideas that come to me. Does that make sense?
Okay.
It's kind of like if you're like, for example, like to make it really simple, say like you want a boyfriend or like a girlfriend or something, and if you're always searching like for a boyfriend, like, oh, maybe like that person is good or something, or like you're just always searching, it's hard to find it. But like when you're not searching is like the time when you meet somebody that you can become your boyfriend or partner or whatever. And like I think design and like creative ideas is kind of like that.
I forgot.
You can't like really like search for it, I think. So I mean, like I think that's like, I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it definitely makes it hard to run a business like that. So like I don't think it's great for business. Like so being if you're like a designer for work, I don't think that's really helpful. I think like for design for like as a job is like you have to have like a process to when you're designing, like you just like, so every time you design you're like sit in this spot and like first you do this and like do this and like you have some kind of like process that you do. I think it could be the same for like sports or something, like you have like a ritual that everything you do is the same so that you can be good at like your sport or something like that. So like it could be like stretching or like your warm up or something is always the same, something like that. I think you also need for design, but yeah. So my approach to design is kind of not that great for business, I think.
ダメだよ。
So I still like, obviously I enjoy the design and like creative things that I make, but it's hard to explain, but I feel like I don't really have control over what I make. Does that make sense?
You can't control.
I mean, like, yeah, if I'm really like
wanted to make something.
Shojiki, yeah, I feel like I don't control my designs. I just, so like design ideas are like out there and like just floating around, and like whatever design like pops into my head is the one that I make.
Okay.
Does that make sense? It's, yeah, it sounds kind of like spiritual, but yeah, so it's kind of hard to explain. So
それどうやってその寄せていくかですよね。
How do you like get design, or like or how do you make a design that needs to like, so like if you have a box, like you want to have this kind of design.
会社としてとか、会社としてこういうのってなってるとこと必ずしも、じゃあロジャーさんこんなのお願いしますって言った時に、必ずしもそこに入ってこないものがロジャーさんの頭の中にいろいろこう浮かんでたら、でもどれかそれが合うかどうかは別として、その箱にマッチするかどうかは別として、これって思ったものをやるってことですよね。
I think, yeah.
それはコントロール外で。
I think it takes practice.
Practice?
Yeah. To like, I don't know how to explain it.
それどうやって伝えたらいいですか？
I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
And I think this is why I'm not a designer. But
では、その器用に何でもできるから、
I think so. Like for example, like having the skills makes it easier to get more ideas. Does that make sense? So like if you can use Adobe Illustrator to like its full extent, like you know everything about Adobe Illustrator, then you're able to like find an idea to use. Like your range of ideas is like you have more, like you've created an environment that makes it easier to like get more ideas. Does that make sense? So like you have like, so I said practice, but like it could be like just building your skill set, like getting more skills, or like practice, like for example, like say we want to make this kind of idea. I don't think you make one design and like that's gonna be the one. You have to like make like maybe 50 designs that fit this criteria, so that you have a base of how to make a design that fits in that box. Does that make sense?
はい。それまで言えば、まあ、寄せていける?
I think so. So it's kind of like like practice like making those designs, and like I was listening to like somebody talk, I forgot who, but they were like, they went to art school, and like one of the first like days, like one of their first assignments is they have to draw like a self-portrait. And the assignment is you have to draw like 50.
50?
50.
Wow.
That's your homework. Like it could be like next week you have a class next week, you have to draw 50. And then like this person was talking about the assignment, and they went to class and they turned it into the teacher, and the teacher looked at it and was like, okay, good, ripped it all up.
なんで?
And said, okay, 50 more. And so like it's just like a matter of fact, like the more times you do something, the better you get.
ああ、なるほど。
So
とりあえず練習しろってこと?
I guess you can see it like that, or you can see it like the more times that you have done something, you get better. So like you get more ideas.
Okay.
So like if you make 50 of this design, how do you know that the 51st is not better?
How do I know?
How do you know? So like you made 50 designs, like all 50, and then you're like, okay, this one's the best. How do you know that this 51 design is not better?
やってみないとわかんない.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you have to keep doing it, and like it's kind of, yeah, it's not really like, at least for this, it doesn't really work for work, like a design job, unless you have that kind of time. But yeah, so that's kind of the way I think about it. So like, why stop at 10? Like why? You can do more, and then you can find a better idea. It's kind of how I think about it.
めっちゃ勉強になります。
I don't recommend using this for like daily work.
Okay.
Yeah. So like if you were to say like, okay, I need this kind of design for this kind of poster today, like 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably not gonna like think about what kind of design I can make. I'll probably find some reference for something that, oh, it's kind of like this, and basically use that as a reference to make something. So like, I guess some people might say that's just designing, but for me, it's not really like, it doesn't feel like my work. Does that make sense? It doesn't feel like my own creative like skills were the reason I made that. I just used somebody else's like ideas and just made something similar to it. So for me, and I think maybe this can just be like a pride thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to be in control of everything that I make. So if I have to make something that fits into this box, I'm probably just going to find something else that I can use as for like design work.
Mm-hmm.
For like personal projects, I'm never going to do that. I would definitely like use inspiration for sure. But yeah, that's that. I don't know. What do you think?
勉強になりました。なるほどな。なんかいろんなデザイナーさんコラボしていただいてる人の話とかも聞けるといいですよね。
Yeah, I mean,
誰さんとどうやってとか。
Yeah. I mean, like, I think this could be also a way to like practice your skills, but like just copying other people too will help build skills, I think. Like, obviously we're not gonna like make that into a product, but like, for example, your design skills, just like copy that bag or like copy that design, and like if you do that enough times, you'll find your own way. So like I think other artists, I think there's other artists who do stuff like that too, so I would definitely like to hear.
でもね、なんかまあ会社の話に戻りますけど、まあでもほら皆さんは知らないと思うんですけど、まあ、普通だったらデザイナーさんがいたりとか、そのブランドにデザイナーさんがいる、営業の人がいるとかっていう感じだけど、私たちの場合はまだ、ちっちゃな会社だからデザインもやるし、出荷もやってるやってるし、あと本当 EC の運営もそうだし、何でもやるじゃないですか。だからそう特殊なところなんですけど、あなたはデザイナーですっていうわけじゃないから、そういろんなことができるのはいいと思うんですけど、
I think, yeah, that's
ところです。そうだからがゆえにロジャーさんもこうやって考えなきゃいけないし、私も考えるし、なんか日頃もうアンテナ張って、こういうサービスいいなとか、こういうデザインいいなとかっていうのはみんな考えてることかな、割と。
For sure. Yeah, I think that's one good thing about like being at a small company is like you have a lot of hats that you wear to like, but I think like, how do I say this? Like to be efficient and like not for like small company, but like as a company gets bigger, it's definitely important to like make roles. So like kind of like team, like a sports team, like if everybody's trying to be a pitcher, then like you're not gonna have a good team, right? You need people to be good at like one thing or something to be like a good team. But if like, if for example, it's not like possible, but like if you only have 3 people in the, I don't know how many people softball, 8? 9. It's the same as baseball.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Same.
Is baseball 9? I didn't play baseball.
普通9人.
Okay. But like, for example, if there's only 4 people,
okay.
ありえないんだけど then like those 4 people have to be able to do so many things to be competitive, right? So I think like that's where we're at. Like we have to be able to do a lot of things so that we can keep up with the bigger companies like Uniqlo or something like that. So, yeah. We didn't really talk about music that much, but yeah.
Okay, we can talk about music next
for
time.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe Jun さんも
I think for sure. I mean, like he's like the musician.
はい。ミュージシャンって言ったら怒られますよ。パンクロッカー。
Okay. Yeah. So, but we can. Yeah. This week, yesterday, 2 days ago.
はい。
I forgot it honestly, but like we asked a question to our Instagram followers. Most people that follow probably have purchased something from us in the past, but we asked like what their favorite design is, and there's a lot of designs.
ありがとうございました。どれが一番好きですかという質問にお答えいただいた皆さん、ありがとうございます。
So, do you want to read it?
はい。
So,
Face the Music。これお名前言っていいかな？せっかくなんで。
I think it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's just an Instagram name. Yeah.
ともえドランクさん、インヤン。
Oh. Is it? like cow.
そう思います。ミッティのカーはいいかな。あとハートが好きです。Love you さん。リン M コウさんかな。蛍光色。
We haven't had neon in a while. Yeah, so it must be older.
まあ強いて言うならファンタジー、ダラさんのファンタジーブラックとか結構かも。さっきフェイスミュージックって送ってくださったのはチ10や25さん。ありがとうございます。ペチェさん、ペチェ405さん、どこに行ってもハンサムくん、リリー、イエスブルー、
dollar again.
人気。ハンサムくんって言ってくださるってことは相当チェックしてくださってます。
Honestly, I have always seen everyone saying like handsome. What is that like somebody's name or something? Just the character.
顔が書いてあるじゃないですか。そうかな。なんでハンサムくんってなってんだっけ？忘れちゃったけど、多分ハンサムくんってジュンさんが言い始めたの。なんだろう、インスタライブかなんかで多分言い始めて、それからイエスよりハンサムくんって言われることが多くなったかな。そう、面白い。206か27さん、2710969さん、バンダナ柄、ペイズリー。
Yeah, I'm a big Paisley fan.
ありがとうございます。Thank you. ロジャーさん何のペイズリー使ってます？
I use red.
今はなきレッド。マームですね。
Mom red. Yeah, Paisley red.
何色が欲しいですか？
Me? I think like green base.
グリーンベース。
Maybe.
コニッティで作ったことある。
Yeah. That's true.
のマム。OK. OK とか。
But also, just any color, more bunny paisley. I would
確かに。
like. Yeah.
ベージュ。ロジさんバニー好きですよね。
Yeah, it's like probably, it's really easy to just carry. Also, I usually carry my laptop. And before I got this laptop, I had a really big one. And it's really heavy. So like, going on the train for like a couple hours every day, it starts to get heavy. So yeah, it's just much easier.
Okay.
Yeah. But
バニーパソコン入れて運ぶのがおすすめだ。OK. USRD&KY94E さん。かわいいデザインで迷うけど、ペイズリー。ヒョウ柄、くまモン。くまモン、ロジャーさんデザインしましたね。
Yeah, I made the Kumamon design.
10月か。
10月。
今月か。
Yeah.
熊本あります。
Yeah.
イエーイ。くまモン、オンラインでやれるかな？
Oh.
Maybe. はい。これ。ディズニー、パークモチーフ以外にミッキーとかあったら、今ちょうどディズニー入荷してます。オンラインで。そう、ミッキーとミッキーミニのやつとか。ロブスターグリーン。ダルさん。ダンドイエローさん。イエロー061722さん。違ったらごめんなさい。ロブスターグリーン。人気。127231さん。フェイスミュージック。色違い、サイズ違いで持ってます。わー、すごい。ありがとうございます。春_TMI さん。ベジタブルとマザーカー。わー、ありがとうございます。ホリデーイエスタデイさん。素敵な名前ですね。ディズニーランドで買ったトートのもデザインが、これ、
ディズニ
ーランドで買ったトートのデザインが両パークのモチーフが散りばめられていて最高。ありがとうございます。_XO.M さん。牛ありがとうございます。牛もね、もう最初の方からある、もうロングセラー。ありがとうございます。_2 さん。ラブヌピース、フラワーのマムが欲しくて再入荷待ってます。今切れてる。
flower.
フラワー、あ、わかった。新しいやつだ。マムのフラワー。アイズリー。もう少々お待ちください。リリー .sp63。フェイス人気。I eat yogurt every day さん。トラちゃん。トラ今は亡きトラ。いつもありがとうございます。山田03133さん。どれもお気に入りだけど、ダラさんコラボ無敵です。ありがとうございます。嬉しいなぁ。ニッティ、ペイズリーも人気ですね。ペイズリーとハンサムくん。マムハート、新しいやつだ。
yeah.
ライトブルーとピンク。ブラックピンクか。ピンクとイエロー。白バンダナ。ニリー、ペイズリー、ホワイト。ストライプピンク。ストライプピンクって何でしたっけ？
ストライプピンク、バニー。
あ、バニーのストライプ。
ラブピース？
あれレインボー。なんだろう、ストライプピンクってめっちゃ前のマムかな。ヒロアのバペイピーさん。赤ペイズリーレッド。ペイズリーネイビー。ペイズリーがわかる。ストライプピンク？ストライプレッドじゃないの？
ストライプピンク。
どんなやつだ？
シードとか？
そうかな。ちょっとメンションしてくれてるかもしれないから見てみよう。です。なんか他にもあるんだけど。
Cool.
ありがとうございます。
Yeah. What's your favorite design?
毎日使ってるのはミニッティのバタフライベージュは毎日つけてて、あとはマムは最近使っウィッシュ最近だとマムのウィッシュピンク、マムのウィッシュピンクで、ニッティは最近クロスベイで使ってます。めっちゃクラシック。
Yeah, it's really easy to go with like anything. So
そうですね。なんだろうな。結構ラブも好きですけどね。ラブの、グリーン使ってます。
really?
結構時期によって違うかも。
For sure.
でもペイズリー、マムのペイズリーグリーンも結構何にでも合います。
I think, where was it? Maybe Illuminate Tachikawa. Maybe Paisley Green was the top seller.
Oh.
Yeah, Mom, Paisley Green. Yeah, so not a bad choice.
イエーイ。
Yeah.
ペイズリーピンク、ママのペイズリーピンクも結構使ってますけどね。
really?
あれオンラインまだ入れてないか。
入れてない
ですね。まだポップアップしかやったことないけど、あれもおすすめ。
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
聞いてくださってありがとうございます。
Thanks everyone. Yeah, thanks for listening.
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, we will be back again
Next week.
next week. Yeah. Have a good night.
Bye.
See ya.